So far in iMovie we have imported pictures, we've looked at adding transitions in between the pictures, and changing the duration they're on screen. So there are a couple more things that we can explore at this point. So if we click on any one of our pictures and we click on the little gear at the bottom, we'll see that there are some more advanced options we can get into. And one of them that we'll want to explore is the cropping, Ken Burns, and rotation. So this involves kind of the camera motions that take place as you're watching your video. So if I click play here to see my video so far, I can see that there's a subtle zoom out going on this picture. And as we move to the next picture, we've got a subtle zoom in, etc. Those are the Ken Burns effects, the kind of movements of the camera that take place, if you will. So what I'm going to want to do is watch through my video and see if the camera motions that are already on there are working well. Here's a picture that's not working overly well right now. If I go ahead and play from here, you can see, what am I zooming on? I have no clue what that's zooming on. So I want to fix that one. So I mouse over that picture, click on the gear, and go to cropping, Ken Burns, and rotations. So you can see right here that there's like nothing going on, and it's just like at these women's stomachs. Very exciting. So I've got some options I can choose from. I can choose to fit and just have this picture static, meaning no camera motions at all. I can click crop and then just say I just want this part of the picture showing the entire time. Or I can go to Ken Burns, and that would be actual camera motions. Okay. So right now I've got it set up so that it starts, see the green box, starts on the women's faces, and then that yellow arrow shows you that it's going to pan down a little bit. That seems like kind of an odd thing to do. So I think what I'll do is kind of go across the women's faces. So I'm just going to drag down that green box a little bit, make it smaller, and then I'm going to do the same with this red box so that it's going to pan across their faces. I can then click done. And now if I come over to my movie and just kind of pan across it, that's what it's going to look like. Much better. Right, so that's something that you can play with as well on your movie. Now we want to add any titles or anything that we want to use in the digital story. So if you want to have like a titles screen at the beginning, we click on this T over here on the right, and we just drag that up. Watch, I'll show you. Drag, 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 drag at the beginning like that, and we would have a black screen or curtain or whatever we want there at the beginning. So we can click on that to select it, and then double click in there to change the text that's on there. That's an option for us, is to have that black screen titles. I'm going to delete that though and show you another option. Another thing that you can do is to drag titles onto existing slides. And then if we double click, double click in here, we can say, look, it's Machu Picchu, or however you spell that. I'm terrible at spelling that word. Okay, so that's another option for you. If you don't like it, click delete. We're going to use titles on our slides sparingly because we want your voice, the pictures, and the music to be telling the story, not things that you type on the screen that could be very, very distracting. So the last thing you need to do is add your music, and you can do that here through the little notes option and drag those in from a GarageBand project or whatever. Or you can open your Finder. I saved mine on the desktop. And grab your music and drag it on, similar to what we did before. There's my sample digital story music. See how it turns green? That means it's going to go everywhere. And for this, that's what I want. You can make it select at a certain point instead if you want to. Then it's a matter of fine-tuning. So you would play your story and just go through and change your image durations as needed. I will tell you that it'll crop your music. See that dot, dot, dot there? It'll crop your music to fit your pictures. So when you're done, you may have to drag the end of your music out to make it fit the pictures that you have. We'll come back and I'll show you how to save it up and finish the project.